So I'm just going to do it normally. I'm not going to change anything. I don't care if I say it wrong, I don't care if I do it wrong, to be honest, just so you can see it. So these are laws of indices. What happens when we are multiplying? What happens? You know what happens to the powers?
Oh,
Don't just stay the same. Can you see? They add together. So this k does have a power, well it doesn't say a power, the power is 1. So this is k to the power of 11. If you got it wrong, write it in purple. Next one. Same idea, but you've got to break this down. Okay, now this laptop might not pick my voice up that well, so you've got to watch the pen if you watch the video, because I'm far away from the tiny microphone that's on it, that's why I'm shouting at it. You've got to break it down. So I'm going to do 24 divided by 2, and I'm going to do a to the power of 10 divided by a to the power of 2, because those questions separately are dead easy. Together it looks a mess, but if you break it down it's more straightforward. So 24 divided by 2 is 12.
and 5.
And it's not 5. This is the reason. Why you what? It is 8. Why? Why? Take away. Okay, so it makes sense, doesn't it? You have these multiply powers. Yep, there you go. So that's a to the power of 8. Let's combine it to make one solid answer. 12 a to the power of 8. Okay? Write that in. If you got that wrong, I reckon you've got the ability to change that. I reckon the next time I'm going, like, oh yes, it's that, or you just take it away. Okay. Right, the power to a power. It's honestly straightforward. This one's a dollar. Okay, Tom? It would be C25. So what you do, year 10, you just multiply the two numbers. Done. Okay? Like that. The next one's a little bit trickier. So if I just do the B bit first, what is it going to be? B to the power of what, Lewis? What's the power going to be?
4.
4. But that's only the letter bit. We've still got the 8 to deal with. So what are we going to do to the 8? What's going to happen to it? What do you reckon, Jack? Not times it by 2, because that's a square. Times by itself, boys, you agree?
Yes, it's 4.
It's 8 squared, so it's 64. So you've got to do 8 squared, and that becomes 64. And you've still got the B like that. So that's quite hard. That's actually a higher grade to get that one. We have to do one to the number and one to the power. So that's quite good. Okay? And if you write it down clearly, and you watch that video, it might make real sense. It might. Now this is the one that I gave you a calculator for. I saw the C being 0.5 and I thought that was quite hard. There's some key word here, evaluate, just means do it. Just means work it out. So evaluate is just a posh way of saying figure it out, yeah? So this one, I've got 2AB. They're all in a block. So what's happening when they're in a block like that, Olivia? They're multiplying. So it's 2 times A times B. And B squared, because you've got a calculator, if you use a calculator, just means times by itself. But because you've got a calculator, this is what I'm going to type in. 2 times A, so A is 5 instead, times B, which is 6. That can work out too well. Add 6 squared. Now in a non-calculator way, you have to work it out. Okay, so I'm going to do it that way, just to show you what you do. So I will multiply the big numbers first. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 times 2, 60. 6 times 6 is 36. Beautiful. So the answer is 96. I don't think it can handle recording and writing at the same time, so I have to do those straight lines. Okay, did I get that right? Good for you, yeah, good for you. Now, I expect you to be able to do that type of question quite easily, but it's when it starts to look a bit crazy like this that get a little hard, obviously, or you start to lose what you do. So this one, 3 times A squared. A is 5. Take away B, which is 6. Oh, come on. Over 0.5. I'm going to do it without calculator, just to show you what you do. But you can type into the calculator. So that's going to be 3 times 5 squared. What's 5 squared?
25.
Good. So 3 times 25.
75.
75.
Minus 6, but 69.
Yeah, I'm going to break it down a bit slower. Over 0.5. Oh! Good my end of that.
Is that 76?
No, it's 75. The pens just have it. It just keeps doing these straight lines. So that's going to be 69 divided by 0.5. Now, this is why you have the calculator. When you divide by a half, it's the same as times it by 2. Okay, so if I double that, it's 128. He thinks. If this keeps doing this, I'm going to stop the video, because I'd rather you get this now without messing up these letters or numbers. Okay, so that's 128. Dividing by decimal is different. It doesn't get smaller when you divide it, it gets bigger. Like this one, 2 times c squared, so 0.5 squared minus 5 squared. So 2 times 0.5 squared. 0.5 squared, you put your calculator, anybody? 1.25, I don't know. 0.25? 0.25. So that's 2 times 0.25. Take away 25. This is going to be a minus, I think. So that's going to be 0.5. Take away 25. Wow, I'll calculate this bit. So it's minus 24.5. Few things.
That's 25 there at the end.
That's 25, 25, yeah. It's just nothing there, or messing those things up. Okay? That should be in yours now, in purple. If you are not successful at going calculator this one, you are allowed to calculate. That's the only reason I've got to calculate out was that one. Okay? Right, moving on. You all get it down? Yeah. There'll be some questions you can't do because you may not see them, because there's like a really difficult sequence that you can actually do. So I'll show you how you do that one. Got it? Yeah, okay, good. Right, this one though, I think you're pretty decent at this one, finding the nth term. So first step, find the gap. Gap is 4. Immediately write down 4n. Go back one place, that'll be 16. So it's 4n plus 16. If you've made a mistake, change it. Just literally change it with your purple pen. If you did 16 plus 4n, it's still okay. That's not the n. Right, the next one's a bit difficult because this is kind of where you might cover and it's did you actually get onto this? I'm about to find out. Okay? So we're trying to find the first 5 numbers in the sequence. There's loads of ways you can do it, but this is the way I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm just going to go through this nice and slowly. To find the first number, I'm going to do 3 times 1, take away 5. 3 times 1 is 3, take away 5. So the first number is minus 2. So I replaced n with 1, because I was after the first one. So if I'm going for the second one, I'm going to do 3 times 2, take away 5. 3 times 2 is 6. And I'll take that away from 5, I should get 1. At some point though, because it's a nice basic one, I'm just going to cheat, because I'll know what it's going up in. Okay, so at the moment, I've got minus 2 and 1. I'll do the third one, and then I'm going to cheat after this. So 3 times 3, take away 5. 3 times 3 is 9, take away 5, and that gives you 4. So I can see they're going up in 3s. I've got to do the first 5, so I'm just going to do the next 2. Did you do that when I wasn't there? Did you see the video? Yeah? Did everyone get that one right? Okay, if you got it wrong, it's a nice little one to learn. So that's really quick for you guys. Special ability, you should be able to pick it up nice and quickly. Okay? So, minus 2, 1, 4, 7, 10. Some of you will do it logically. Some of you might think about, like, the minus 5 is kind of what number would be here, and you sort of make it that way and do it a different way, uniquely. Okay? But I'm expecting that to be a little win.
3 times 1.
Sorry, you're going to keep up with the space then. Okay, this one. We did this in year 9. I'm thinking of people that I actually remember talking to. I reckon, Harry, I remember talking to you about this one. You might remember it, you might not. Okay, Don, you got this one. What do you think you did?
You just do like the sequence.
Okay, that is one option. Did you hear what I said? You could write down the sequence and see if 45 showed up. And you can do that, Don. If it works out and you proved it wasn't there, you can have the marks. But I'm way lazier than that. And this is how I taught you to do it when you were in year 9, if you were in my class. So I said, take the 5n minus 2 and make it equal to 45. Okay? Then I'm going to solve that. If I solve it, and it's a whole number, then it fits into the sequence. If I solve it and it's a decimal, then it doesn't fit. So I'm going to solve that little equation. And you get credit, year 10, for setting it up like that. If you know to set it up, then you'll be alright. 5 or minus 2, what's going first? Minus 2 is going to turn into plus 2. So I've got 5n equals 47. The next step is to get rid of that 5. how am I going to get rid of that twice? Divide it. So think now, year 10, does 5 go into 47? Does it? Of course it doesn't. So prove our answer. Is it in the sequence? No. And we've proved it by showing that you can't fit 5 into 47 properly. It's not going to be a whole number answer. So the proof is not us doing a massive paragraph. The proof is mathematically demonstrating that there's not going to be a whole number answer. And if you wanted to, you can work that out. Okay, you could use your calculator and work it out. I think it would be n equals 9.4, perhaps 9.4. I don't know, but that would show that you did it. Okay, so if you didn't do that one, who did not manage to do it like that? Okay, keep your hand up if you could do it. Some of you will learn that. So quite a few can go. Right, next one. Find the first 3 terms, first 3 numbers of this sequence. 2n squared plus 4. It's the same question as this one here, exactly the same one as that, but the rule has got an n squared in it. Okay, so to find the first one, I'm going to do 2 times 1 squared add 4. So replace this n with the number I'm looking for. It's like a little function machine. You just keep plugging numbers in. But keep writing yes. If I've done this, you might expect it to write some purple. Okay? But I want to find the second one. 2 times 2 squared add 4. I want to find the third one. 2 times 3 squared add 4. So you change the n to the number after. So if they said find the 60th term, 2 times 60 squared add 4. Okay, that's what we're using for. Right, 2 times 1 squared, right, so that's 2 times 1 add 4. 2 times 2 squared, that's 2 times 4 add 4. 2 times 3 squared, that's 2 times 9 add 4. And then I can just work them out. So that's going to be 2 add 4. That's going to be 8 add 4. You guys don't have to do it to this level of detail. I just want to show you kind of how you can work them out, how you go through the numbers and get the right answer doing bit by bit. And the good thing is, if I nap something up, if I make a mistake, I'll still get credit for showing what I was going to do. Okay? Because I'll be checking all sorts of things when you do these calculations. So 6, 12, and 22. Okay? You have your own method, that works. Do not change. Stick with that. If it's working, it's working. Okay. Are we all fine? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Well, it must be there. Okay? Haven't done it, haven't put it down, it's many, many times of me giving you a reminder, I have to reinforce it with orange or yellow. You have to do this, okay, so we can use this resource. Right, next one. We're going to do it exactly over it. Next bit. What's this one all about? Right, this one we haven't done. So what I want to do is put a little star on that because we didn't get to it. Okay? And what I'm not going to do is go through it and show you how difficult it is. It's going to take about 5 minutes to go through it. And I want you all to actually focus on what you're doing, okay? I will, though, go through it, and I will put it on after this video so you can have a look at how you actually do it so you can see what's going on. Okay, but who actually did that question? Did you have an n squared in the answer? No, so it's just a different type of one, okay? So but I will show you how to do it, but not now. Because everyone will do it. So, sorry. But last, I'm going to do this last, okay? It's just a really tricky one. It's new to the assessment, and it's kind of like what the highest student is having to go at. So I will do it, I promise, but I'm not going to do it yet. It's going to take too long. Okay, right? These are our like easy markers. It's the ones that we should at least get 1 or 2 marks off these 2 questions. Okay, this one, 4 times n, 4 times 5. It's basic stuff. Okay, we're multiplying out. Okay, a couple of years ago, I wrote every single step there, but you multiply out. Okay, go to your book, that's pen. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, so that's that one. The bottom one is not a routine one. I don't expect you all to be getting full marks on that one. It's just, can you apply the same rules? So this will be easy if you follow this advice. Just follow this advice. We're going to do the numbers, and we're going to do the G's, and we're going to do the H's all separate. Let's face this way, just so you can write this down. So, I'm going to do 3 times 2, which is 6. Write it down. I'm going to do G times G to the power of 3. So I can do G4. That was a group from Grimsby. I'm going to do h times by 1. There's no h there. So that h squared is not going to change. It's just going to go on the end. So that's this one done. So I'll literally broke it down. The next bit's got a minus, so I'm going to put a minus straight away. I really like it though, I can go with it. I can see what I'm doing. Sometimes my hand's in the way, but I'll do this one. Now, because there's no minus on the outside, look, this minus is just going to stay as it is. And then we'll do the same thing. So 3 times 5 is 15. G, well, there's no other g to times it, so it's just going to stay as a g. H squared, well, now there's a h to the power 3 there, so that's going to happen, that's going to change. So it's going to be h to the power of what? 5. Okay, so it applies loads of rules that we already know. We just put them all together to make a big part of the calculation. But when you take them through it, I think break things on. That's coming out more straightforward. You ready? So I'm going to go for this one. Right, so I'm going to write down split there and repeat there. Who thinks they've got this one right?
I've tried it, but I don't know.
Fair enough, I appreciate you giving it a go. Okay? Who thinks they've definitely got it wrong? It didn't work. Okay, couldn't find an example in the book. It didn't work. Here we go then. So the split bit means we're going to break this bracket up. So we have 3p, and then the second bracket's repeated. So we put p minus 4. The plus 1 goes there, and I'm going to have p minus 4. So you can see this bracket's been split, and this bracket's been repeated. Okay? That's the best way to do this. You don't miss anything out. And you'll see what I mean in a minute when I miss anything out. Okay, so we've got that so far. No maths has happened. I've just split some stuff up. I like to do 2 things out here. So we're 3p times p. So that's going to be 3p squared. I'm going to do 3p times 4. That's going to be 12p. But there is a minus there. So that was minus. These things here are going to be times by 1. What happens when you times by 1? Stays the same. So it's literally going to be that. But let's do it. So 1 times p is just p. You can put 1p. If you put 1p, it's still right. Okay, so if you put 1p, don't worry about it. You can't put it there. And 1 times minus 4 is minus 4. That's supposed to be 4. I'm not too crazy there. Okay, so that's 1 mark there. If I missed any of those though, 0 marks. So you have to get all 4 right. The next bit, we've expanded now. We now have to simplify, and that's put everything that's the same together. So 3p squared, well, p squared there. Are there any more p squared there? No. So 3p squared stays as it is. I've got minus 12p, and there's another p term there. So there's a p there, so I've put it together. So I'm at minus 12, and I'm going to add 1. What does that take me up to? Minus 11. People rubbish at that. In general, not you lot, in general, the general public are really bad at negatives. They can't deal with it. Okay? And then that leaves the minus 4 on the end. Okay, I'm expecting some of you can nail that, for example. It's been about 5 weeks since you've seen that. You had the half term in between that, and it was one of the first ones we started when we broke away from working with Mr. Watkins' work. Okay? Turn over when you can. I think you're going to have a decent amount of time to go check this video out. If you really want to improve, I keep listening to this. Are we all good? Okay, this one. Some of you accessed the triple brackets, some of you didn't. Some of those that did the triple brackets have now moved up. Okay, so you might not have done this, but I'm going to show you what to do. So right away, can you just cross that one out? We don't focus on that yet. We'll do the first 2 brackets. And the first 2 brackets you're doing exactly the same way. So I'm going to do that now. So p plus 1, 2p minus 4. You do this the same way. So you split the first bracket and repeat the second bracket. So I'm just going to expand that the same way. I am going to go quite quick because I've just done this method. So I'm going to do p times 2p is 2p squared. P times minus 4 is minus 4p. 1 times 2p is 2p, and 1 times minus 4 is minus 4. And we've got that again. We expanded, now we're going to simplify. The 2p squared stays at the front, the minus 4 stays at the end, that always happens. But I've got minus 4p, add 2p, so it's minus 4, I'm going to go up 2, and I'll take it to minus 2, that's minus 2p. That is the first two brackets dealt with. And now I need to bring that, I'm going to slow down, do I need to slow down, yeah? So me just doing that. When you get to that point, just look at the board and I'll carry on when you are ready. Okay, I think we've got more this way. That is the first two done. The method's dead straightforward. You put that now into a new set of brackets, like that. You bring down that other bracket, I'll further school that. Is it p minus 4 plus 4? Okay, and now we're going to do exactly the same technique, but you've got three things in the first bracket. So that's what you need to do. Lewis, keeping up with this, yeah? Well, I've probably seen the perfect. Are you really? Good man. Okay, right, I'm going to split this one up. So, 2p squared, and then repeat the last bracket. Minus 2p, repeat the last bracket. Minus 4, repeat the last bracket. Okay, you can put it all there. See? And then I'm going to expand it. So, work a bracket at a time. If your brain is getting sort of messed up because you've seen all this, look at how I'm dealing with it. I'm just going to focus on the first bracket, then the middle bracket, then the end bracket. Just take my time. So 2p squared times 2p is 2p cubed. Grows by power. 2p squared, a bit better. 2p squared times 4 is 8p squared. That's that bracket dealt with. Right, minus 2p times p. That's minus 2p squared. It had to stay as a minus. And that is what all top set students, oh, it was cubed, 1 minute. It's not cubed because you've only got p times p. But it was cubed on the front one though, yeah? Right, minus 2p times 4. Right, 2 times 4 is 8. It's got a p on it, but you've got a minus involved, so it has to be a minus. Okay? You've got to be careful when there's a minus on the outside, it will change things. You've got to keep it. Keep using the calculations. So that's that bracket down. And the last bracket, 4 times p is 4p. You've got a minus there, so you need a minus. 4 times 4 is 16. You need a minus. It's not acceptable not to be writing this one down. I want to see you using this on the next example. And like literally showing yourself how you're going to do it, tracking this calculation. Not a problem. Can you go down the edge? Right, 2p cubed is on its own. There are no more p cubes knocking about. But you've got some p squares together there, so 8p squared, take away 2p squared, they're going to go together to make 6p squared. It's 8 take away 2, just the numbers you use. The next one, you've got minus 8p, take away 4p. If you're at minus 8, and you go down 4, you end up at minus 12. So that's minus 12p. And minus 16 on the end. That is a really difficult question to keep brackets with the minuses. Okay, we'll get that down. It's taken actually ages to open this. Just shows how difficult it is really. Next bit. Factorise. The complete opposite of what we just did. We've got to put brackets back in. 8 and 16. What number fits in? Will you use anybody? 4 bigger. 8. Okay, so Tom is right by saying 4, but you've got to go for the big one. So 8 fits into both of those. You've got to pull that bracket out so that when you expand it again, it goes back to the answer. So 8 times something makes 8g. G or 1g, it's okay to put 1g. 8 times something makes 16. 2, you have something in the middle. Yeah. You can give yourself half a mark because you've got to take the highest number out, yeah? Highest common factor. Okay. Right, next bit. Same idea on a different scale. Eyes this way, please. So, 25 and 30. A squared, A4, B5, B7. We're going to work in pairs. So 25 and 30, what number fits in 25 and fits in 30? 5. Let's always that one nice times table. A squared and a to the power 4. The smallest power comes out. So a squared is out, because that's the smallest power of A. B to the power 5 and B to the power 7. B to the power 5 is the smallest one, so that comes out. And then I've got a C all by itself. Can C come out of both of them? Someone's shaking their head, no it can't, so it can't come out. It's got to stay in. And this is the difficult bit. Okay? 5 goes into 25 5 times. I've got A squared, I need A squared, do I want any more? No, I've got B to the power 5, that's B to the power 5, I don't want any more. There's no C here, but there is a C there, so I've got to put a C there. Put the minus in the middle. 5 goes in 36 times, that's it, good. A squared, I need A to the power 4, so how many more A's?
2.
2, so that's A squared. Then B to the power 5, I need B to the power 7.
2.
And that's that one, that's quite a complex one. Right, we're nearly there. We are nearly there. This is taking a long time, so if I was watching this out, it's going to take you a bit of time to watch. Okay? We good? Right, this one. First thing you're going to do on that, without even thinking what you're going to do. First thing. Right, I'll expand that bracket. So this one, 3 times P, 3 times 3 equals 21. That's the first step. Write it in. I've got one mark and I haven't solved. I've just done the bracket so I can see it. Draw a line. I've got 3 and 9 to get rid of. What's going to go first? What's going first? The 3 on the 9. The 9, Kenny? The 9 by taking away, yeah? So 3p. 21 take away 9? 12. Last step, get rid of that 3. How?
Divide it.
Divide good. I've run out of room there. So divide by 3, so p equals 4. Okay? Next one, draw a line. You've got 8x, you've got 2x. One is going to go. Which one is going to go? Which one are you going to eliminate? 2x, so we're going for the small x. We're going to get rid of that one by taking away 2x. So 8x will turn into what? 6x. The minus 1 hasn't changed, and the 23 is by itself. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Next step, we have to eliminate
Minus the 1.
the minus 1, and then the 6. So how do you get rid of the minus 1?
Minus the plus.
Plus it, the opposite.
Then why didn't you plus the 4? No. Like. Yeah, I'll read it. Wait, no.
Right, so that gives you 24. And then you've got to get rid of that 6. So it's the same step, divide by 6. Okay? So x equals 4. Okay? The next question, the last question, is the same thing in disguise. Exactly the same thing, but in a complete disguise. So let's have a look at that. You want to put that down? Last one. So, forming and solving the equation. So the equation's not there, but it's given information. Can we all just like underline that capital A? Just underline it, that's wrong. And put CL, because that should not be a capital letter. Okay, so just underline that and put CL. I don't like that, it should be lowercase l. So the areas of these two shapes are equal. So that red area equals that blue area. Now areas, we do length times width. So this area here is going to be 5 times by 2x minus 4. And that is equal to this area, which is going to be 2 times 4x plus 2. And that's how an equation is set up. The language told me that they're equal, so I'll put equals in the middle. Area means length times width, so I've got that one down. I'm now going to expand the brackets to show you what it reveals. And that's just like the question we literally just did. It's turned into sort of just an equation, not a big context thing. Okay, context means the situation, the story we're trying to tell you. 10x, 8x. Which one is going now?
8x.
8x, because?
Because it's lowest.
Correct. You see some people not right at this point. You have to be right at this point. You just stay until you've done it. Okay? Here if you've done anything there. Okay? So that's going to go. 10x is going to turn into 2x if you've taken it off. Okay, so 2x is what happens from that. That's what that minus 8x half equals to that 10x. Minus 20 stays. That 8x is gone. That was the whole point. We've got that. Okay. We've got 2x and we've got minus 20. Minus 20 first turns into
Plus 20.
plus 20.
24.
So 2x equals 24. Get rid of the 2. Divided by 2. X equals 12. So that's that part solved. Calculate. So let's do that. So we know x is 12. Then say calculate the missing sides. So actually think about how long those sides are. For this one, year 10 is 4 times 12 add 2, because we changed the x to a 12. So that's 48 add 2. So that length is 50. And this one is 2 times 12. Get out your way, I promise. Take away 4, which is 24, take away 4. So that missing side is 20. Okay, and that's a really difficult one to go for. Okay. Once you've finished that, you don't need to hear the rest of this one.